Oh, I don't know if I can hold you up today.
Of course you can hold me up today.
Oh.
Hello everyone, Jeep here from Urban the Country Homestead.
Jeepgirl and I got some friends.
Sup, yos?
I just do this so it's proof that I don't have a vivid imagination.
We actually have a nice, sunny, warm day. It happens to be what day?
Pie Day.
Pie Day. 314. There is a special geocache challenges and special events today. Of course, Wolverine joining us.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, a smile for that.
And so we're going to take the challenge and do some geocaching today. We're going to meet up with some other fellow geocachers at a big event. People that have 20+ thousand geocaches even. They've all logged in and said they're attending. So we're going to do a quick geocache, the brand new one that just appeared out. Yes, that's right, we are. I'm actually filming with the new camera. And
so you'll see snippets of that throughout.
So you'll actually see probably some views from a couple different cameras, but I got the new Sony splash proof, the
Don't look at me.
GoPro style camera from Sony, and
I mean tool.
Yeah, tool. So
tool.
we just want to take you along with this adventure, and thanks for joining.
Should be that side of it.
As you can see, we're actually on a very busy highway. Now that I have the new camera, I can use my phone at the same time to actually track what we're doing. So we are all out here and a very busy highway, and
making ourselves look as conspicuous as possible.
we are looking for a geocache. This is a brand new geocache, one just placed, and the nice thing about it is I can use my phone while recording. I'm actually going to set up and show you the new camera in a bit. And look, my coordinates might be off just a hair. What about yours?
There we go.
Coordinates seem fairly accurate, but there's always a margin of error of somewhere between 12 and 32 feet, depending on how good your phone's GPS is. So.
Yeah, because mine shows it almost to the road out there. And there's clearly nothing out to the road.
Yeah, mine actually, I've got the satellite view up. And on mine you can see that it's not actually out on the road, but it also has us on that side of this little inlet road thing.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll come back when we actually find it. Okay, so I don't know how the sound is going. It is a little windy out here. I don't have the waterproof case on, but I do have just the camera out. It's, the Sony splash proof. It is in high definition, and looks like we have a camo pill container and log.
Anybody got a headache?
And
I do.
it looks like that's all it is. It's a fairly new log. A few finds on there.
Once again, the reason you've got a headache.
So today,
Yeah. Nagacha.
So,
Family found this before us and didn't let us know that they were in town.
so why don't you explain what the rules of Pi Day geocaching is?
Well, basically, the only difference between normal geocaching and Pi Day geocaching is that there are two souvenirs to obtain. And when we say souvenirs, what we mean is that as part of geocaching, in order to make it more
Entertaining.
fulfilling, they have
I like entertaining.
electronic souvenirs that you gain. You get a souvenir for each state that you've been in. You get a souvenir for each country that you've been in, other than the U.S., because, you know, the states already cover that. You also get souvenirs for specific meetups. You get souvenirs for doing specific geocaches in a specific order. I mean, there's a lot of potential souvenirs out there, but for Pi Day, what they've done is they've got two souvenirs. They've got one souvenir for joining any sanctioned meetup. So that would be any meetup of a caching group in whatever area you're at that has been approved by a reviewer. Now, in this case, we are going to go to the Packing in the Pie, packing spelled P-A-C, all caps, because that's the Peoria area cachers. And then,
Wait, did I add the numbers?
and then after, anyway, we're going to meet up with the Peoria area cachers, and that's where we'll get one souvenir. And then the other souvenir that we'll get is whenever we go solve a puzzle cache. Now, this can be any puzzle cache whatsoever, but we are actually going to go ahead and solve the puzzle cache that was put out for Pi Day, because, well, that's kind of fitting.
We may be doing other puzzle caches. We're also planning on looking for, not necessarily finding,
Probably not finding.
Something
the
we call
impossible cache.
the impossible cache.
No, actually, I think
Even
that's
if
the
we
name.
happen to find it, we're probably not going to find it, because, well,
We
Aaron
might
and
be-
Mimi would kill us if we found it without them.
So,
And
yeah.
since neither of them are able to join us today, I don't particularly want to die.
I don't mind it.
So we're actually going to head outside of town. The area that we're going is a state park, and it's actually pretty famous, and this it's called Jubilee. And out there is also where the cache group is meeting, and that's also where some of the puzzle cache is out at. So we're going to head out that way, and
I love how he's making our plans.
stick along. Hello!
We'll need Wolverine's particular expertise on this cache.
So we're, if you can see there's the main road again, and we're out at a cemetery.
Yay, cemetery.
I see a theme here with us, I don't know. And
dead people.
there, according to this, there is a geocache out here. So that's what we're gonna do.
We got it. It's a green matchstick. We got it.
You're not Cockney,
But it's fun.
and stop giving Cockneys bad name.
Ouch.
As you can tell, there's a little bit of angle of love here.
That's creepy. I open up the cache and I find a baby. That's just slightly creepy. Slightly.
So someone had left behind.
Do you want the baby?
No, leave the baby in there.
Do you want another baby?
Wolverine, what do you say?
He says, "Oh, a baby." Yeah.
So we're gonna just sign this log, put it back in place, and catch the next one. Okay, so I'm back with my camera phone. I actually have my tablet here. The reason I have done that is I am using the tablet to operate the new Sony Splash Proof Exmore, and this is the new camera, and it does have a submersible case that can go on it. Display here. What's nice is both, you know, the phone, the tablet, and all of that actually have a display of what's going on. I know you probably can't see it because of the light. It's pretty bright out here, but yeah, that's my tablet's in there, so you can see what you're setting up for. And right now, both the phone and the camera are doing recording. So this is the case that it actually fits in, and it has waterproof. It doesn't go as deep as the GoPro, you know, it's not
10 meters.
Yeah, 10 meters. So, but in the phone, the camera itself is splash proof, meaning that if it was raining or something like that, it would be fine. Anime's out here trying to find this geocache, but I just wanted to give you the preview of the Sony Splash Proof Exmore, and that's the Sony version of the GoPro, basically. It's actually a pretty nice camera, and we'll come back after we find the geocache. Okay, so now both of them are on. I didn't turn the other one on. So this is the case that it actually fits in, and it has waterproof. It doesn't go as deep as the GoPro, you know, it's not
10 meters.
Yeah, 10 meters. So, but in the phone, the camera itself is splash proof, meaning that if it was raining or something like that, it would be fine. Anime's out here trying to find this geocache, but I just wanted to give you the preview of the Sony Splash Proof Exmore, and that's the Sony version of the GoPro, basically. It's actually a pretty nice camera, and we'll come back after we find the geocache. So in fact, Anime did find the so it's held on by a fishing line onto the cap, so it's secure in its location. Pretty ingenious there. Jeepgirl, of course, with the pin and to fill out the log.
Because I come prepared in steel pens.
And so we're back to the Sony Splash Proof. And do we have another full log?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Just need a...
So this is number 3 on Pi Day. And the requirements, as Hogo was telling earlier, was you have to do one puzzle and then one normal cache for the one electronic. So we're just out.
And one, we have to do one normal?
You have to do one normal and one.
No, just one.
Oh,
just one
puzzle. Oh, I thought it was one normal and one puzzle. But we're out here, you know, just spending the day like we do normally, geocaching. And so we're actually at the prize package right now, or the Pi special right now. Just actually located, and they actually went out and found it. And one of the other extremely things we did was actually found Fuzzy Bee. The actual Fuzzy Bee in person is actually out here to actually also find the cache. This is the actual one that was set up for the event for Pi Day. So this is the fourth cache of the day. And
well, did you count that, because that is a cache?
oh, well then yeah, the actual meat was as an event for the cache, but we're actually
sometimes it's
we can do math.
we can do math.
We can math.
Sign it.
Here's
I don't know, did you steal my pen again?
Yep, I have the pen.
I don't mess with puzzles. They take too much.
Well, some of them have 20,000. Who has the 20,000 in there? Somebody in there had 20,000 logs. I was just. It said, yeah, she said there was going to be here.
You know,
You can
At the shoulder.
I was with him one day when he went and checked on it. I was walking right behind him and said, yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, I was like 2 feet behind him and he walks in there and goes, yeah, it looks all right.
And you still don't know where it is?
No.
I can't say.
Where's the starting point first?
The starting is actually out on the highway, but
And it's supposed to be 315 or 14 feet.
yards.
Yards.
Yards. There's 3 feet in a yard, so 942 feet. Yeah, at a bearing of.
How long you guys gonna stay at the shelter?
That sounds too complicated for me.
Yeah, we're good. That's where we're headed out next.
We're going to be doing all Jubilee the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So if we get frustrated and cursing out Fuzzy too much, we can walk away for 5 minutes, come back and curse him out some more.
You guys need to sign this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting you. All right. They're part of our group.
Yeah, it's the four. The four of us are always together. We always go out. There's sometimes 6 of us, but the 4 of us are the main group.
Yeah, right over there in that.
One of us is in Wisconsin, the other one has an allergic reaction.
I guess technically Wolverine's 5 today.
172. 2172.
Yes, 2172.
It's either an allergic reaction or
So this is just actually a small portion
He's right at.
of the people that were in the event. We actually went in and had pie and ate.
All standing out here talking about it.
And we were actually inside having pie with everyone. And quite a few are there doing the thing. We came out and doing the puzzler, and the puzzler had pie in the description on how to solve it. It had a pie equation. So this is what we're doing, and great meeting Fuzzy B and the rest of the gang, and thanks for following along.
We'll see you soon.
So we have now been and had pie.
Ah, yummy.
Of course we ate lunch too while we were there, but most importantly had pie on
We had
Pie
pie.
Day.
We had pie.
And they let
We-
me out of the straitjacket since Fuzzy B was in the area.
And we actually got to meet Fuzzy B. That was actually quite exciting, and you'll see actually it'll be previous to this, you'll see.
You guys have already experienced
Yeah,
it.
you already
What are we
did
doing
that.
telling you?
So this is out at Jubilee State Park, and awesome area. If any of the bushcrafters, this is an amazing bushcraft area. And they do have trails and hiking things. But this particular spot is just a shelter, a day shelter to come out with your family or something like that. But this has become the impossible cache by Fuzzy B. People have spent hours upon hours out here, and we just listened to this Fuzzy B tell a story with one of his friends that his friend, who had never found this either, was walking 2 feet behind Fuzzy B, and Fuzzy B says, oh, yep, it's still there, and the guy still could not find it. Okay, so this has a reputation in this area as being the impossible cache.
Not just this area. People literally come in from other states and other countries to try and find this
Find
cache.
this particular cache. So we're going to spend a little bit of time. I'm going to leave the camera on. At a certain point, I'll fast forward it, try to,
Time lapse it.
time lapse it or whatever, see how that works out. But
Warning, we only have 4 hours of film left.
so hopefully it's not that long. But we may be out here for a while. We may have to
Abandon the
abandon
quest.
the idea too. So it's all about the search, not always the find.
Yep.
Okay,
All right, see you
here we
guys.
go.
Come on, Wolverine.
rules are, it's actually within the coverage of the shelter.
Within the footprint of the shelter.
Within the footprint of the shelter. It is
Not ceiling.
but it is
Not in the roof.
it is a micro cache, which meaning it is smaller than my those of you that carry the little lighter. It's smaller than that. Oh yeah, this is my new Night Eyes. If you guys haven't seen this Night Eyes pry bar, let me get it out here. It's actually what I put my keys on, if I can get it. 1 second here. My thing is caught on a key. 1 second. Okay, so there's the Night Eyes pry bar. It's got a carabiner on it. So it's right on there. Let's turn this way, see if we can get the light. Night Eyes. Can opener. Pry bar. Even screwdriver. Cutter. A little bit of a blade on that end. It's not sharp, but it would puncture something in. But that's become part of my keychain. Just a quick look there. Maybe I'll do a review on it. So the idea here is to search every square inch.
And Wolverine's laughing at us.
And like I said, it is a micro cache. It's smaller than something like that.
Literally, everybody check every place that they can possibly think of.
And then check 5 more places.
And it doesn't matter if we check places over on top of each other. Everybody needs to check every place.
Yeah, every
they
single
can possibly
place.
think of because,
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I have the new camera out there on the tripod, and it's going to do time lapse of us, and I hope you guys get a good laugh. The idea here is
And Wolverine's laughing at us.
That is the only probably responsible this ever.
It's not much to grit. This is literally everybody check every place that they can possibly think of.
And then check 5 more.
And it doesn't matter if we check places over on top of each other. Everybody needs to check every place that they can possibly think of because, yeah.
So, as you can see, I have the new camera out there on the tripod, and it's going to do time lapse of us, and I hope you guys get a good laugh.
It's going to be obvious enough fuzzy look at.
No, it doesn't necessarily need to be obvious enough that you can look at it at a glance. You just look at meters.
Something is obvious. You look at it and glance at the place there, it has to be placed. Which means it's not going to be something like a painted over bolt. That says do not unscrew the bolts.
Most likely air. It is exposed to light and air.
Well, as you can see, we've been at it for quite a while here. I don't know how much you're getting of it with the glare. give you a different angle. How about that? Need a flashlight?
This flashlight's better.
Oh, that's already down to a quarter. I mean a third. So it's I'm actually gonna turn you off. Go put you on the charger. That was a pretty good time lapse part. We're gonna continue here. We'll get you an update here in a little bit. See what happens.
And we'll send them to this geocache.
So I'm back on the
Because
phone real
maybe-
quick.
Maybe,
You'll find it.
with all of the illegal aliens in the entirety of America in the same spot, we'll find it.
I'm back on the phone here. I'm having the camera actually charge. I just actually turned it off and plugged it in. We're actually going to what?
The college.
The Jubilee State College. It's a historical college, and we may be sneaking in. So
We'll have
keep
fun.
in tune for filming.
We're gonna actually we've been out here at this section for hour. So yeah.
We've searched this 25-foot area repeatedly, and in fact have started searching the same spots again because we've second-guessed ourselves. So it's time to give up.
So we're actually gonna move on a couple other geocaches. Yeah, it's postpone. We're gonna definitely give it another whirl. May not be today, just because it's already getting later and the sun still is early to bed. But we'll definitely have a revisit.
Oh, many times revisit. Until we
This
find
cache has been up.
Or-
Wait, but this cache has been up for 7 years.
7 years. 334 did not find in 7 years, and there has been 2 finders of it.
2 people in 7 years have found that cache. So this is going to be a definite revisit. And but now we're going to actually go over to the actual Jubilee College area, and there's several caches in that area. We're going to try to pick up.
There's hundreds of caches in this.
In the state park, there's hundreds.
alone.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe one day we'll just do a compilation of all of the finds in the state park here. But not today.
Yeah, yeah, not today. So we'll get back in touch with you when we're over there. So we're at the Jubilee Historic Site area. Actually, still historic site's open for a little while yet. They do close the gates early, but back there, way off in the distance, you can see the college. You actually can't tour the college anymore. There's the church, the college, the dormitories burned down some however many years ago, but the rest of it's just a historical site. Don't look like a whole lot of maintenance. I do see other people back there, they're walking their dog and things like that. Our first cache is actually right here. Do you want to get it on the way out or the way in?
Let's pick it up on the way out since it's like right here, and we can just be like, oh well, we're just grabbing this. And
Right, okay. So we're actually going to go in and enter and go find some caches that are inside Jubilee College State Park.
Right there.
So this is, as you can see on the one end is the chapel, and then that's the school. There were more buildings out here before. What were the dates?
1830s, to the 1860s.
1839 to 1862. This was a college, and one of the first in Illinois. We're actually going to be heading to the cemetery for jubilation number 11 is the name of the cache. And Bishop Chase was the founder. And one of the buildings previously burnt down. But we're actually headed over that way to the cemetery for jubilation number 11 is the name of the cache. And yes, it is a fuzzy bee.
Because we weren't tired enough of it.
So that's where we're headed now.
Just on principle, I want to go through this gate. I know I can go 10 feet off the path that way and get in. I just want to go through this gate.
No.
What's that?
You want to move.
Why?
Yeah.
So we come to the cemetery. Looks like according to the GPS, it's actually outside of it. But
In fact, it goes parking lot, middle ground including the cache, cemetery, and then there's actually an end of the fence that says no entering the cemetery, where you can just enter the cemetery.
but the geocache is not.
I still think it's underneath the leaves somewhere.
It's just
Yeah.
way too wet to...
It's wet, muddy,
And nasty.
nasty. We're actually sinking down in when we step in there.
It's
So
making me feel like, you know, we're being pulled into Night of the Living
grave?
Dead or something.
a grave. Yeah, that's why I don't like walking in cemeteries.
So that's well, we thought we'd hold off on this one. I mean, you find some, you lose some.
Indeed.
Okay, we'll catch up with you in a minute. Look, there's still snow on the ground.
Ah, nice and cool on my feet.
Like, what?
It's called a...
No,
This is the remnants of the original location for our Renaissance Fair here in Peoria, Illinois. Back during the times where it was at Jubilee, it was an amazing extravaganza of medieval culture and times and product, and they had witches and time period books, and you could get period dress, and it was amazing. And then Jubilee lost their funding, and there was a year where we didn't have a Ren Fair at all.
That was a fun fair.
And then after that it moved out to Wildlife Prairie State Park, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm glad we have a Ren Fair of any sort. But compared to the way that it was, to the way that it is, it's lacking.
The Ren Fair out at Wildlife State Park, they don't have the open space. Obviously, this whole space was a Renaissance fair. And they just don't have that space that they had.
Hello! So, good news and bad news. Bad news is Jubilee Park, the caches are quite difficult to find. And I think it's just the time of the year, but it could just be us. We may just be all cached out for the day. No pun intended. But, on the bright side, here is the opposite end of the spectrum from the impossible cache that over there on that side of Jubilee. This one is called the Consolation Prize for not finding the other one.
The Challenge DNF Consolation Cache.
Is the actual name of it. So
you can see it's been burned off.
Yeah, I was playing with the burn.
they have this out here so that every time that you come along and you don't find the Mother's Challenge cache, you can find and log this one and make yourself feel a little better. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna make ourselves feel better! Yay! So, besides that actual birdhouse, but that's actually not where the cache is. But Anime does have the
Yay!
cache.
I feel better! I found a cache!
You got your pin?
Yes, I do.
We're actually log this one because it makes us feel what?
I don't feel better
It
anymore.
feels better to win!
It's wet.
Oh.
So yeah, this is one of the, I mean, besides terrain, this isn't one that like would be wheelchair accessible or something like that, but it's still like super easy on the find cache scale.
Yeah, and whenever it hasn't been a fresh burn off, it's actually even easier. Because you literally just walk in and it's right here. I mean, it's
Yeah,
worth the...
the consolation prize here that we actually get to log one more cache for the day. This is actually going to be our last cache for the day.
Yes.
We are done.
Jeepgirl hurt her back and her hip. So I have to go home and sit.
Yeah.
Really? Really? You're just gonna go home and sit?
Yeah, well, probably Minecraft.
Uh-huh, sure.
Probably, I'm thinking about starting to stream some Minecraft. People can watch me die multiple times. So any enemies of mine, hey, look me up. No, I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. Anything else to say for you, Jeep?
Nope. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. It was a great day, Pie Day. Got to meet Fuzzy Bee.
I want some more pie now. Dang it.
Yeah.
Stop at the store on the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
we definitely don't want to buy that pie again. I thought it was quite expensive for pie. So.
The food was okay. The
Okay.
pricing,
In Jubilee Cafe's defense, what they are known for is pie and breakfast.
yeah.
The lunch leaves something to be desired, but the pies and the breakfast is what they're known for.
And today, for Pie Day, they were fully stocked. They were just subpar, though. I would have done something different with mine.
I like my pie warm. They didn't warm none of the pies.
They were just going off
Part
the
of that
shelves.
was the 40 plus people that showed up. that-
Yeah.
That they were not prepared for.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were told 15 and the cashers descended upon them with 40 plus. So
Yeah.
it's a
They
little
were
bit of a
not
difference.
happy about us.
Okay, so we're going to log this and we'll
Yay.
call it a night. Thanks for watching our channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the videos and please subscribe more. If you're a faithful subscriber, thanks so much for everything and watching all our videos and sharing and liking. And tell us how you like the new camera. I don't know how we don't even know. We have not done any filming with it yet. We don't know. This is the first experiment. It's high definition, so we'll see how that turns out. We never put it in the case, so we don't know how the sound is compared to the sound in the case.
That'll be our next experiment.
Yeah, so this is the maiden voyage, and hopefully we have film when we get back and load it. Okay, thanks everyone.
Adios.
Bye.